Welcome to the John Clarence Gomez Show. I'm your host, John Clarence Gomez, and my guest today is Gareth Keegan from the Ultimate Queen Celebration Tribute Band. Hi, Gareth.
Hello, hello from New York City.
Hello. Can you tell me about yourself to our listeners before I ask you questions?
Yeah, so a little bit about myself. I'm originally from Australia, where I toured in many different shows, including Queen's Will Rock You. Came over to the States, did The Who's Tommy, was on Broadway in Dinah the Musical, where I kind of played a bit of a rock star in that. And then during that time, I was also involved in touring country and on cruise ships with Tenors of Rock, and then also another Queen show called Rock Rhapsody. And then I got a call from a good friend from Mig Ayesa, who was also a Galileo in We'll Rock You. And he asked if I wanted to come on board and meet the Ultimate Queen Celebration team, and I did, and now I'm here.
Yes. I want to tell you that your fellow member Mig Ayesa is one of my guests here on my podcast. Last 2020, he is one of my guests on my podcast. Episode 20. In episode 20 he is my guest, Mig Ayesa.
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic. He's one of a kind. We love Mickey.
Yes. He is a very kind person, a nice person.
He
Yes.
is very generous and very
Yeah.
talented.
Talented. Yes. I really like him. He is my idol for me.
Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, when I was growing up, I saw him on an Australian television show. So he's a few kind of generations before me in terms of singing and being a rock star, like with Rockstar NXS. So I also looked up to him. So now to be working with him on things is a bit of a bizarre thing, but it's awesome.
Yes. I know that he is part of the original Australian production of Rent in 1998.
He is, yes. I think he covered Angel.
Yes. Also, he is one of the cast of the Fame musical, I think.
Yep, yeah, he played Joey. I think the name was his
Yeah.
character. I mean, he did a lot in Australia. He was also on a TV show
Yeah.
called The Ferals, which is where I saw him. But he has done an awful amount, and to be such a rock star and to have done so much in his career, to see how like humble and generous he is just a testament to him, of who he is.
Yes. Can you tell about the Ultimate Queen celebration to our listeners? Uh,
I would love to. So the Ultimate Queen celebration, firstly, it is the only and a tribute show that is endorsed by Brian May and Queen. So I feel very honoured to be a part of that. So it started with Mark Martel, who sang on the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, which is pretty cool. And then Ivan Pednell took over, who is, I think he was the original Galileo in We'll Rock You in Canada. Incredible singer. Then Mick got involved, and then I got involved. So basically, it's a bunch of Galileos who is the lead role in We'll Rock You, who have all kind of been the stamp of approval from Brian May to sing it, with an incredible band, whether it's on the East Coast, some of our New York team, or on the West Coast, on the LA, and it is just a 90-minute, high-powered Queen show. The biggest point is that each of the frontmen, whether it was whoever it's been, we can't be Freddie Mercury. So basically, we sing like us, but have the essence and respect the front man that Freddie was, because I actually think sometimes to try and portray him is a bit of a disservice. So we just go out there and try and just get the essence of Freddie and just entertain the crowd with all the hits. I mean, you name it, and also some hits that aren't usually played. So, I mean, we start with Tie Your Mother Down, which is such a high energy song. And I think it kind of wakes people up because they thought they were going to hear one of the 10 or 20 that Queen knows. So to start with Tie Your Mother Down is such a refreshing start to the show. And I love how it starts with that because it's such a rock star song and everyone in the band and myself gets to rock out with it. So, yeah, and we just tour the country, having the best time playing to sometimes thousands of people, and by the end, everyone's on their feet having a great time. And it's so awesome to see what Queen can still bring to whether it's an older audience or we have some young people that might have never heard Queen before and are just absolutely jaw open for the whole entire show, just in wonderment of how amazing these guys were.
That's nice that that one of the band members of the Queen approves and love your tribute. But that's very nice. Uh,
Yeah.
al- Also, you are from Australia, right? Because I know that Australia have an original production of "We Will Rock You" the musical. Do you know Michael Paulson?
I did. So I did the revival. So I knew Michael, and my wife worked with Michael when he did Rock of Ages. And I ended up doing his other kind of Queen show, Rock Rhapsody, was his show. So I've been involved with Michael for a long time, and when I did the show in Sydney in We'll Rock You, he was there and kind of gave me some sage advice about playing Galileo in terms of it's we worked it out. That character sings 11 Queen shows a night, and it's an 8 show week. So in a week, I sing 88 Queen songs with choreography, with the scenes in the original key. So it can be a little bit intimidating. That's why you have to really make sure you plan it out and respect the music, and then it'll respect you.
Yes. Uh, what is the difference between being a musical theater actor and being performing in a band? On a tribute band. What is the
Ah,
difference?
great question. Well, I think when I was younger, I enjoyed being in musicals because you got to play a character and got to explore that world. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that I just want to be me. And so being able to sing in a live band and kind of have really no restrictions, whereas when you do a musical, there's a director there and you're so kind of told to stand, and especially a revival or a show that's come from Broadway, they're like stand on number 8 here and then go to number 10 and sing this line here, whereas with the Ultimate Queen celebration, the front man is given the green light to just make sure that you give the audience a good time, so you can play with the band. It's a much more collaborative experience, and it sounds better because a musical, it's very, the sound is not for a rock show. It's for a musical, and so you don't have your in-ear monitors, and that can create a little bit of imbalance. Whereas the show that we do, we all have in-ear monitors in, which means that we can get the cleanest sound to the audience and really crank it up. And also I can interact with the audience. Um, they can interact with us. We can take our time. We can just really express ourselves. And so I think being in a live show, it is really about self-expression and what you bring. And I love it. I love it. It's also not an 8 show week. So, in a musical, you're doing 8 shows a week. Whereas usually when we're doing the Queen show, it's usually at the end of the week or on the weekend. Get to travel, see the country a little bit more. It just frees you up to still pursue, I think, other creative avenues, and it keeps it fresh. Every time I go out, I can give 100%. Whereas, in musicals, 8 shows a week, especially if you're doing a rock show, you have to pace yourself sometimes, and that's hard for me because as soon as those lights come on, I am like 100%. Like it's hard for me to kind of bring it back. So that's why I love doing this show, because every time I can just absolutely smash it for 90 minutes and feel like a rock star, get the adrenaline pumping, and then have a cup of tea and go to bed.
Yes. Uh, uh, can you, to our listeners who wants to hire you, for example, there are Queen fans who wants to hire the Ultimate Queen celebration. What will they do? What will they will contact if they want to hire you? For example, they want to hire you to their events.
Yeah, yeah. So the best thing to do is go to the website, Ultimate Queen Celebration, which is www.officialuqc.com, and all the booking information is there. So that's where you would go straight to. You can also check out our Instagram, which is the official UQC. You can see everything, and you can also message us there. But I say the best way is to just go through the website.
Yes. I will also to our listeners to see the website of the Ultimate Queen Celebration Tribute, but I will put the website on the description of our podcast so you can see it.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Uh, uh do you have a latest and upcoming show about the Queen Ultimate Tribute Band Celebration Band?
Well, at the moment, we've taken a little bit of a hiatus over Christmas because I actually have to go back to Australia for some projects that I can't talk about yet. But I'll be back in January, and so we're going to kick off the new year nice and fresh, especially now that I'm kind of being the regular front man now. We're really pushing that. And yeah, so next year is just going to be balls to the walls, as they say.
Okay. Uh, Here is the last question because we have no time. This is about your favorite. What is your favorite Queen song from the band Queen? Favorite song?
Okay, that's hard because there's a lot, but I love Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
I love singing it. I love the complex harmonies. I love the story behind it, how it was multiple songs and no one thought it would work. And they put them all together, how many takes they did, how many takes they did of all the falsetto. I love that Brian May is the one that hits the highest note. And for me, I think it's amazing that he was able to sing that. And it's such a cultural phenomenon. I mean, look at Wayne's World. I mean, what an example when they're all headbanging. Like, I think if anyone hears that, no one can resist headbanging. So I just think on culture setting alone and the enormity of the song, it's their longest song. I mean, I don't really think you can go past. And you know, when I sing it, it's my favorite because I get to involve the audience. You know, when I think "Mama," I sometimes let them sing it, and
Yes.
to hear like 1,000 people sing that back to you is just like the best. So I would have to say Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. You know my favorite Queen song is "We Are the Champions." We
Oh,
are the champion in the air. That's
yep.
my favorite song.
I mean,
Yes.
another just banger, isn't it? Like, it's,
Yes.
I mean, you got so many, like, We'll Rock You, just anthems. That's what they're known for,
Yes.
anthems. And I can't believe that I get to sing it. And with such a great band and such great sound and such great lighting. And I think it really exemplifies Queen and really does a really good service to Queen. And whether it's educating younger people on Queen or going to some of these venues and seeing these, you know, older people just light up again. They turn into Queen fans again. They're dancing in the aisles. They're getting up. They're yelling. We had some people dressing up as Queen. I mean, it's just a party every time we do it, and it's just so much fun.
Yes, we have no time now because our duration is just 15 minutes. So it's time to goodbye now. And thank you, Gareth, for guesting to my podcast and telling about the Ultimate Queen Celebration Tribute Band. Yes, it's time to bye
Awesome.
now.
Thank you, John.
Bye.
Take
Yes,
care.
bye.
Bye.